we can see that many of the people who were supposedly enfranchised by the 14th, 15th, and 13th Amendment no longer can look at this and say that this represents their lives. If you look around the neighborhood and places where this cemetery is, I think what you see is the fact that we have not lived up to Lincoln's challenge, the challenge for the new birth of freedom, so that we don't have disenfranchisement in our society, so that we have equality. And this represents the fact that it doesn't appear that we care for this individual or for what cause he represented.
There was no overgrowth at the time. I mean, like I said, except for one or two older sections, it was well kept. The grass was cut. You didn't see the amount of stones that are toppled over. You never saw anything like that. It was still an active office then, and the building was in good condition. And when I saw it today, I was really disappointed because it's got some beautiful architecture.
The gatehouse is done in the Norman castellated style, and it was meant to be sort of a fantasy of what an English castle might look like. But now, as you can see, it's in really horrible condition. The roof has collapsed, the interior floors have caved in, the facade is starting to peel away from the front of the building on one side, and chances are very good that within another 2 or 3 years it probably will just collapse in on itself unless there's some sort of maintenance or some sort of restoration effort undertaken.
It's a shame that so much of it is being destroyed that we won't be able to pass it on from generation to generation.
This is terrible. Look at that. This is terrible. 18 and a half years we live at this address. The greenery on the porch came from a little scrubby, and I trained it myself to go around the porch. The birds come every year and have their babies and leave.
My neighbors across the street, they're the best neighbors in the world.
Graveyard.
They are the quietest neighbors.